Wow, so the really depressing thing is that I tried to go live, but it said, oh, you have to get 50 subscribers if you want to go live on your YouTube. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm going to try to make the most of it so that I can post it up. I wanted to make this, well, what I thought was going to be a live today, but now it's turning into an upload because I just got my channel back after they banned it because they said that I was trying to scam people. And I put up a short about how to get the CVS coupons where they let you get 30 to 40% off an item. And I think that's what made them take my channel away. Um I don't know why all of a sudden today I noticed that after almost like, I don't know if it's been almost a year or close to that. Today, once I clicked on my other channel, they actually gave me the option to submit it for review after so long. It's been so many months since I last posted. I think I last posted like 6 months ago, they said. So, if so, then it's took like half a year for them to even give me the option to submit it for review. So I wanted to celebrate getting back my channel by doing a live, but I guess I can't do a live either unless I have 50 subscribers. So I did this special setup. There's my vanilla espresso candle from TJ Maxx that I lit up, and then I wanted to talk about this House of Monac, is it? Or Monac Guitar that I ordered their perfumes from, that it's non-alcoholic, it's oil based. And then down here I have a few products that I wanted to be able to talk to you guys about because it's been so long that I've been able to get on here. That so I wanted to make this special and show you guys a few items and give you my little tidbit reviews on them as a special thing for getting my channel back. I also wanted to come on here to make this video to be real about what's going on with me, Jamina, for real. I was kind of nervous to be real about my situation, but I feel like the point of YouTube is for people to get on here and be real. And it's been the videos where YouTubers have been real that I've been inspired by the most. I'm also doing this on a whim. Like, I wanted to write talking points, but it's not easy to look at a notebook and record. And I also do want to get better at saying things on a whim. So this is the perfect opportunity to learn how to do that, is by starting. And the thing that I wanted to be real about was that I don't really have money right now. And actually, for since last year when I started this channel, I didn't really have money either. But right now, especially, I only have what, $13 and some change in my account. And the other day was the first time that I even asked anyone for money, and it was my neighbor, one of my neighbors, who, like, he told me if I ever needed anything to ask him. And he also isn't using my parking space that's a part of my apartment deal, but not really a deal, because if you do use the parking space, you have to pay an extra $25 along with your rent. But because I don't drive, therefore I don't have a car, he uses my parking space for his second vehicle, or maybe just his main vehicle, I don't know, but he has two big trucks. And I think he got them from his job cuz he does construction or something. And I remember 2 or 3 times when he started doing that, he said to me, "Oh, let me know about some money, cuz really I really should give you some money because I'm using your parking space. So then how come when I asked him for $200 to borrow just to give me a good base until my next check. Honestly, to me, if you're a grown man and you got that kind of job and you're a stable person financially, you should have $200 to allow someone to borrow. That should be nothing for you. What he said to me was, um, he told me to get back to him the next day to see what he can do for me. And he said, it's just hard because I know that I can't get any of it back. Which I didn't really know what that meant, but I got the feeling that he meant that he feels like I'm probably not going to pay him back, which wouldn't have been true. I'm somebody who I actually really do pay people back when I needed, like in the past, when I needed like a dollar or two for like a snack, maybe even $5 just to like get a small thing of lunch when I forgot my wallet at work. I've always paid people back. Not that he would know that about me though, because this is the first time that I ever asked him for money. And didn't I just say that that was the first time that I asked someone for money? Well, I count this as the real first time because the other times, like I said, it was more like, oh, I need a dollar or two for the vending machine or $5 because I forgot my wallet. It was like smaller things, but this is the first time that I actually really asked someone for money like that to have just to spend generally, like a good amount more than just the dollar or two that you typically might ask somebody. And he said that to me and I thought to myself, you know what? If that's your response, that tells me all that I need to know, that you don't have it. Because for me, if I was to be in a better place financially, someone asking $200 from me would be nothing. And I wouldn't even expect them to pay it back. I'm the kind of person, if I'm going to give someone money, I don't even care if they pay me back. Because what I've learned from a few of my own experiences, but more so from other people's experiences when they've told me about money stuff, is that people tend to not pay people back. Even people who say that they're going to pay you back tend to not pay you back. So my motto, one of my mottos is, if I'm going to give someone money, I'm not going to expect for them to pay me back. And if they're going to ask me to borrow a certain amount, it has to be an amount where I'm really not going to care if they pay me back. And honestly, with like what this channel is, right? With my Lux mindset, my own personal Lux mindset, my thing is like money will come back to me. So if I'm going to let someone borrow $200 from me, and honestly, like I said, something like $200, if I was more stable financially, would be nothing for me to just give someone and not care if they gave it back to me. So with my mindset, I really wouldn't care about something like that. That's not a lot of money to me. Even for a neighbor. It's like, if they've never asked me for anything but randomly told me that and I wouldn't expect them to give it back to me. So the fact that he said that to me, I was just like, you know what? No, you don't got it. Forget it. So I wrote back to him and I said, this was through text. I said to him, it's okay if you don't have it. I'll just find my own way. Because even though I'm telling you guys this right now, this isn't the first time that I've had a low amount in my account. It's just right now I feel like is the lowest in terms of where I'm at financially that I've been at, because it's like there's just been other stuff going on, even medical bills. I didn't get to renew the health insurance that I had. Like before, I had the state medical insurance that was paying a lot for things, and they were like paying for everything before because something about my insurance where um I had like really low hours when I applied for it. But then when I recently tried to renew it, they said that I was going to have to pay like 40 something every month with for both medical and dental together as like a copay thing, and then they would be paying the rest. But then I applied like on the very last day, which I thought I would have made it, but then they told me that I didn't make it. And I don't know what to say about that actually. I just feel like that would have been bad too because I would have been paying about $50 a month. That would have been $50 a month out of my pockets, and I don't even know, considering what's going on right now with my finances, I don't even know if that would have been a good thing for me. I've been trying to find a job, like a stable full-time job these last few years, but I haven't been able to find one. And after I had this full-time job before that was mentally extremely straining to the point where I was lashing out over little things that I never did before. I never experienced that before. That job was really stressing me out. After experiencing that, I told myself I'm not ever going to do a job that I'm really not feeling anymore. I have to be careful with my job choices from now on due to that experience. So I've been picky. I'm not gonna lie. I've been picky about what jobs I'm okay with doing. But I have applied. I've even went through job agencies and it's like they don't pick me. And speaking of that actually, there's a job agency thing called Ronstad. Benjamin's, I don't know what's going on with Ronstad, but it was like before COVID, they were actually helpful. And now after COVID, I don't know if it was due to the like working at home thing, they're not helpful anymore. They'll send you emails of like job positions, you'll email them back, and then they won't write back to you saying that, oh, you weren't accepted. They just won't say anything. You don't even know if they saw your email. You can email them multiple times. They'll either not answer you, or the ones who actually are doing their jobs, they'll answer you after like 2 3 times that you email them. But the ones who actually email you back, it's not very many of them. So that's been going on. um and then I've also been experiencing strangeness from these two new neighbors who don't know how to lock doors apparently. I guess they don't care to lock doors. They have their own front door that's facing the street, and then to get into my apartment is a back door that they have the privilege to have access to. But that door for me is the only door that I can use to get up to my apartment. And then going up the stairs, I have another door that's wood that leads into my apartment. The back door that I'm talking about that they don't know how to lock is a metal door, so it's stronger, it's more secure. That's why it's so important for me that that door remains locked most of the time, even if you're gonna step out to go to one of the stores that we live next to, like you're still leaving the premises. You should lock that door. Like your eye views are not in front of that door. So even for me, if let's say if I like do takeout and they come in, give me the food, I'm not even comfortable leaving my door unlocked going to meet the driver. And even though we live in a fairly safe neighborhood, I just feel like you're never really safe anywhere because, as we've all seen from the news, from Dateline stuff, The worst murders happen in suburban rural areas, and right now I'm living in like a suburban kind of city area, and we live like near a liquor store too. So it's like, what makes you think that it's so safe for you to just leave the back door unlocked because it's in the back and because it's not facing the street like your front door? I mean, where those customers at the liquor store get ice, they can see the back part of our apartments. So I don't know why they think it's so safe to do that. Amongst a few other things that have happened with them, I've been dealing with that strange situation. Um, what else haven't I said? My landlord, like, he kind of tried to help me get a job by using um a few connections that he has through restaurants. So he tried to get me a part-time thing at these restaurants, but they're not hiring. They don't actually need help, and he told me he would try to figure something else out. So at the least, I guess he's doing that to try to help me with the job thing, but um instead of, but you can't lower the rent for me. To be honest, what I'm paying is actually a lot lower than what other people are paying right now, especially in this time that we have of Trump and the craziness that he decides to do. And no, I am not a supporter. Uh, Not sorry if you don't like that. Um, he also told me, going back to the neighbor thing, that he would put in the automatic lock at the door and a security camera, but he still hasn't done that. And I told him this at the beginning of the month already, but I don't want to push it right now because he knows that I'm struggling with my finances. So I wonder if he even really cares to put that. If he feels like, what if I'm not able to pay rent? He probably wouldn't really care to really do that for me. If he feels like, are you even gonna stay here? Which, yes, I am going to stay here. But I feel like if he feels like I'm not going to, then he might not be too serious about doing that for me. Because I've dealt with other landlords before, and I feel like that's kind of their attitude about it. So I'm just trying to focus on getting another job right now. Um, so yeah, that's what's been going on with me. And so I wasn't really sure what I would even talk with you guys about, considering that's my situation and being starting to try to be this influencer for you guys. I thought maybe, I would have to have nice stuff. I would have to be rich, like how you see these other influencers having the pink Cybertruck to get into, to drop their kids off at their prestigious school. And that's wonderful for them. I'm not bashing that if that's what they can do for themselves. And I think that's amazing. And I'm sure they worked extremely hard to get there. And congrats for them. I'm just saying, I'm just using that as an example to say, like, that's not me right now. And I felt like maybe that's what you guys wanted to see from me. So it was depressing getting my channel taken away and thinking about that. About, like, I don't even have money like that. So what would they really even want to see and hear from me for? Why? But then I had to remember that Jamina, I created this channel not just about nice stuff, how to afford nice stuff, being able to afford nice stuff, where to get nice stuff, but it's also about having the nice mindset to match with it. So with that, I've never been somebody that gives up. And like I said, this is not my first time not really having money like that. It's just right now, I really do need another job. I think this is the most that I've ever needed it, even compared to the other times. But I'm still struggling to come across one. Um, but still, I'm not giving up. I've never given up, and that's why I'm still here. And I feel like, okay, I don't have the nicest things to show my watchers or subscribers, but this channel is also about not giving up even when things get tough. So here I am to be real, and hopefully that inspires whatever y'all are going through. And then next, I want to go through these items to for those of you who can afford stuff right now, just to let you know about some faves of mine and maybe not so faves. The crazy part is that I don't think I've ever really talked about hygiene stuff, because I have toothpaste right here. I have these two toothpaste stuff. This was something new that I decided to try, this Crest Pro Health Densify one. And I didn't really notice a difference, to be honest. And the thing is, right now, enamel repair is the one that I need. And I don't know if it's because of what's going on with my enamel, that when I use this one, I actually feel it hurting my teeth. Something about the ingredients in this one hurts my teeth. I honestly think that this is a great option if you also need help with enamel repair. It doesn't make my teeth hurt like how this one does. So if you need that, this Crest one is really good. And also, the one that says detoxify on it, that one's good for cleaning your teeth. Like, I feel like the in-betweens of my teeth feel clean when I use that one. Like, I can feel like a space in between my teeth, if that makes sense, when I use the detoxify one. So I recommend this Crest and the detoxify one if you need a good toothpaste. The next thing is toothbrush. I wanted to tell you guys a long time ago about these toothbrushes that I got from Burlington. I've been trying to find like the perfect soft bristle toothbrushes, and these are actually exactly the feeling of these toothbrushes are exactly what I've always been looking for. This pack was $4.99, $5 for each one, and I bought all of the ones that I saw, which I think I bought around like 7 to 8 of these that I caught at that Burlington. But this was like last year or something, so I don't know if they'll ever have these again, but if you do spot them, and I think it's hard to see through the camera, but the foil of the packaging is rose gold. And then most of these are like a light purple and pink. This one is gray, so if you see this one and you like the soft bristle brushes, I recommend to get this one. Also in terms of hygiene, perfume, right? I've been wanting to tell you guys about this Ombre Bijou brand. She is a black woman, so it's a black owned small body care company. This says Shea Body Silk, which is like the silkier version of her body butters. And look, I really used a lot of it. This one, I was told by a coworker that it makes me smell like baked cookies. So this is her vanilla. She has other ones, so you should check that out. Her stuff is really fragranced. That's what I love about her brand line, because I don't think I ever told you guys this, being real, right? uh but I actually have an issue with my body chemistry where um I don't smell good once I start really sweating. So I need body care from um places like Ombre Bijou, where it's really fragrance. It's made out of natural, you see these ingredients: water, oil, argan oil, aloe vera. I need to order from smaller companies that put more care into their products and put in more fragrance than just the usual off the shelf lotions. If you guys have any recommendations for off the shelf lotions that are extremely fragrant and that the fragrance lasts a long time, then you can let me know, because I think this is like $25, $23. I think it's $25, which, to be honest, compared to a lot of other small companies that are starting up body care stuff, that's actually on the cheaper end. But especially right now, I can't necessarily do $25 a bottle, which reminds me of this. Find Your Happy Place Girls Night Out body lotion, flower and sugar cane scent. This is also supposedly made out of like more natural ingredients. This was only $2 at my local state discount store, like the smaller state discount store that you would only find in your state. That's why it was $2, not just like a TJ Maxx or anything. I made a post about that actually. One of my shorts is about going to your local state discount store. You would find this at Walmart actually, but I think even at Walmart this would have been like 10 $6, but it was only $2 where I bought it, and as you can see I used all of it because it was made out of more natural stuff and it seemed really fragranted. I bought two of these. My second one is still pretty full. So yeah, if anyone else is looking for a cheaper option, this one, this brand, I would just smell it first. I feel like you can tell if something is going to be strong by how strongly you can smell it once you open the bottle to sniff it too. What else? Also, Versace Eros Parfum. I don't know if that's how you really say it. This has been, I guess, my signature because this is a perfume, like how I said, I have that body odor issue thing. This is one of those perfumes that the more heated your body gets, so even when you sweat, this still makes you smell good because it actually like also just gets better as your body gets heated. Like it brings out your body heat, actually brings this perfume out even more. So if someone out there like me, like how I have my body situation, needed to know about a perfume like that, this would be it. And I know these actually go for cheaper if you go on fragrancenet.com. Also, I would get the tester bottle, which would only be like a little over $60. So even though it's Versace, it's actually fairly cheap compared to a lot of other perfumes because I would get the tester because this is actually a non-tester one, and I felt like this bottle didn't even really give me a scent because maybe it didn't, what's that word, macerate, like how the perfume influencers use. It didn't have time to macerate. So like I feel like I got a fairly new bottle that just did not even last long. But when I bought the tester one, the juice was like a dark yellow. And that one, when I spray it on, I can actually still smell it on me. I know that's working. Whereas I don't know what happened with this one. This one was the one from before that I bought that was like an extremely light juice that I think still needed some time to blend so that when you spray it on yourself, it lasts.